So what happens when you order a large piece of equipment to be delivered by freight from Home Depot? Today, I'm going to show you. When you order something to be delivered by freight from a big box hardware store like Home Depot, it usually means that it has to be delivered directly to your home on a semi-truck. It means that the item is not held in stock and that it's generally considered too heavy and awkward to move by just one person. Generally needs a pallet jack with a lift gate on a transport truck or semi to get it to your home. Now, when you read the description on the Home Depot website, it says that they guarantee curbside delivery. But as you can see, this crate here containing an almost 600-pound wood chipper was delivered directly into my garage. So I think the delivery company went out of their way to make sure that this puppy is somewhere where I can open up the crate and get this piece of equipment assembled instead of leaving it at the end of my driveway, which is almost 105 feet long. That was one of the big things I was worried about when I was ordering something, knowing that it was going to be delivered by freight. When the description on the website said curbside delivery, I was fearful that the truck would pull in front of the house, drop the lift gate, drop the item at the end of the driveway, and then drive off. But I was really pleased with my experience, so I'm going to share it with you, just in case you're kind of sitting on the fence of whether or not to buy that next big piece of equipment. When I ordered my wood chipper, I was given a delivery date window between January 29th and February 6th. And today is January 30th, and it was delivered, so obviously well within the window. The really nice thing is that the company who delivered my wood chipper, which was Dayton Freight, called me the day before to arrange the time. Now, they weren't able to give me a specific time, but they were able to give me kind of a general outlook saying, based on the route they were running, it would probably be there in the morning, and they were estimating at around 10 o'clock. Then at about 8:30 this morning, I got a phone call from the main dispatch asking if they could deliver the item a little bit ahead of schedule, which was totally fine with me because I'm excited to get it. And they ended up getting here at about 5 after 9, which is awesome. One of the other really great features, especially about Dayton Freight, was that when they called the day before, there was a guy that was sitting in the office and he actually used Google Maps with Google Earth to verify my location to make sure that the street that I lived on was adequate to accommodate a semi. And if it wasn't, he was agreeable to send the item on a box truck. I had to tell him the length of my driveway, and he was able to look at my road, which is a dead-end road, but does have a little junction of a small side street that sticks out at the end, where the semi was able to get turned around and head back down the road. They were willing to accommodate my needs. If the semi was not going to be able to get to my home, they were willing to actually repackage this crate onto a smaller box truck in order to bring it into my driveway and drop it in my garage. I explained to the dispatcher that I don't have a forklift available at my home and I don't know anyone with a tractor, so if the item was dropped off in my driveway, I wouldn't be able to get it in my garage to assemble it. And that's pretty important because I live in northern Wisconsin and it is January 30th today, so it's pretty cold. I don't want to be putting it together outside. The driver was able to back up the semi all the way down my driveway and orient the truck so that the back of the bed of the truck was facing the garage. And then he had an electric lift gate that he used to bring the item onto a pallet jack and then lower it to the ground. Now, I was a little worried that we were actually going to be able to get it in the garage because, like I said, I live in northern Wisconsin, so I do have some snow in the driveway and it's a little bit icy underneath because of the gravel. But the driver was able to get it into the garage. He just needed a little bit of help from me to do some pushing just to make sure that it got in there safely. But he was in and out and had the whole thing delivered within about 10 minutes, which is awesome. As you can see, the crate was delivered in pristine condition, which is pretty great because this is kind of like a really thin, super thin plywood that surrounds this box. It's stronger than cardboard, but it's certainly not able to withstand a lot of abuse, so I'm really glad that it didn't get banged up. The crate was in perfect condition when it arrived, and I'm confident that the contents inside of this crate are going to be completely damage-free because it was handled with care. And subscribe before you go because we're going to put up a assembly video as well as a review video of this wood chipper. This is the DK2 Power 6-inch wood chipper with electric start. It's got a Kohler engine and I am super excited about this thing. It's going to be awesome. Subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you on the next one.